So when you want to work with pitches and find out how to really nail the pitch on the head, we all don't have perfect pitch. There's very few people that actually are born with perfect pitch, and it just takes practice on working with pitches. So how do I practice it? Well, I found a really cool app that will help us know visually where we're at. But with all of this, we are going to need a little bit of music theory to understand what that app is saying. So when we're matching pitch, we are actually trying to match a sound. Let's say it's starting in the key of G and G is the first note, or C is the first note. How do I know where that G and that C is? Well, a little bit right here, each musical sound has a pitch. And these pitches are labeled with a letter. Like I said, the C or the G or the B or the D or the E, depending on how the melody is going in or flowing in the song. So from, and this is what I call the musical alphabet. We go from A to G and we don't really go any further higher on the alphabet. Now, what we do have, as you can see in between, is some sharps and flats, or the hashtag and the lower B. Those are also called incidentals. Incidentally, no. I'll try not to make bad jokes. All right, so each of these musical sounds has the pitch, and the pitches are labeled below. So A sharp, B flat, that's the same. That's just one thing. You can either call it A sharp or B flat. Most of us call it A sharp. B, C, D, E, F, G. Now from A to B, that's a whole step. From A to A sharp, that's considered a half a step. I am not going a full step in the whole scheme of things. Great, Tanya. What does that have to do? Well, let's go to the next part. We have to know, where's that on the scale? We know about the staffs, treble clef, and the bass clef. These are the higher notes. These are the lower notes. Men, you usually sing down here. Women, you usually sing up here. This is middle C right here. And this is in between the two staves. So most of us can sing at middle C. Altos, you're going to be a little bit more around here. Sopranos here. We usually don't go that far above the staff in Christian music usually. Now this C is labeled C4 because how do I know if it's this C or if it's this C that you're wanting me to sing? They are labeled. Middle C is considered C4. If we continue on, C4, middle C. So an octave lower, or from C3 to C4, is considered an octave. And so all of those below C4 is the threes: C3, D3, E3, E4. And then from C4 to C5, that's my octave above. So now you know the addresses. If I'm singing a C3, I'm right here. Okay? And a C4 would be here. And a C5 would be here. C6, well, we don't need that in Christian music. Well, maybe the angels sing up there. Need more power and control when you sing? Get the Rising Fire vocal app. I made this app specifically for Christian vocalists to find their strongest, healthiest voice. The free welcome course teaches you my vocal warm-up routine, breath support techniques, vocal health, and lessons to unlock what is keeping you from reaching your highest potential. In just 10 minutes a day, you'll strengthen your voice and have more confidence. Try it today. Just click the link and start leveling up your vocals. Finally, there is an easy way to improve your voice and glorify God through song. Get the Rising Fire vocal app. On the keyboard, what it looks like, okay? Middle C is right here, so that is called C4. And this is what G3 to G4 looks like. But this is actually, if you're playing in the key of G, that's your key of G scale. G3, A3, B3, C4, D4, E4, F sharp 4, G4. This is what it looks like on a guitar. Now this is your nut. You're going from this way to this way. We're reading backwards. So here is your G3, A3, B3, C3, D3, D4, E4, G4. So there is an app that you will need to download, and it's called TE Tuner right here. It does cost like $4.99 to get it, but it's totally worth it. When you click on it, you will see there's some tabs on the bottom. You got to go under sound, and it will take you to this little pitch pipe. Now, when you practice pitches, you can use a guitar and you can use a keyboard. Keyboard is probably the easiest way. Don't have a keyboard, there is an online keyboard I can show you. We're gonna pluck or tap one note. So let's say we want to tap middle C, C4. Now you can see it's C4. Now what you're gonna do is you want to match that pitch. Ooh. There, I got it towards the end. Can you see if the C, I didn't quite hit the C. I was a little flat on it. I was at this B, B flat, A sharp around here. And then I tried to move my pitch up. It went to D, and then it finally landed on that C. Ooh, that's what we want to do. We want to land it directly on there. Ooh, there it is. If you have trouble nailing songs, it's because you can't nail the pitch right away. You don't know which is that pitch. So we have to figure out where in the keyboard or the guitar it starts, right? Ooh, just like that. If you're a little under, you can learn to move it a little higher, right? So let's go to a high note. Ooh. Let's go to a no note. Ooh. See how every single time I'm nailing that pitch, but let's need more power and control when you sing? Get the Rising Fire Vocal app. I made this app specifically for Christian vocalists to find their strongest, healthiest voice. The free welcome course teaches you my vocal warm-up routine, breath support techniques, vocal health, and lessons to unlock what is keeping you from reaching your highest potential. In just 10 minutes a day, you'll strengthen your voice and have more confidence. Try it today. Just click the link and start leveling up your vocals. Finally, there is an easy way to improve your voice and glorify God through song. Get the Rising Fire Vocal app.